Why? Because they are grifting. People are like, you don't know what grifting and shilling is.
You don't.
They're making money from this. They get traffic, they get super chats, they get ad revenue, they get all this stuff. They're
Oh. You know what this kind of energy is, guys? Guys, it should be me energy. XVault here. She has it should be me energy.
Coping so hard. Coping and seething.
He really did. Bro, this dude was doing the most. Look at him just... Bro, this dude really doing the most. That's crazy. Wow. How do you just run around just... It's crazy. Like XVault said, it's a big deal and needs to be looked into, or is it different when he says it? Damn, he said calling someone and accusing them of being a PDF file is a big deal and not taken lightly. I think it needs to be looked into. Damn. Well, I mean, he even condones looking into people that use that shit so freely like that, so loosely. And Divisioneer says, and how about this reply from everyone's favorite Blue Urkel? Oh, this fucking Riri. So XBald says, sincerely apologize for my ignorance and use of the word. I'll block once again after confirmation from Brevian of this reading, as I have no desire to interact beyond this point. What a pussy. And then, of course, Blue Urkel has to go and use the same term as well. He's just gonna go ahead and be like, nah, fuck him. He's a PDF file. What a piece of shit. Oh yeah, Aaron, I do know that UK defamation laws are crazy. To the point where they do get abused. Like in this situation, obviously, I think it's warranted. For sure. But, yeah, I think that, it's, you know, in America, it's not strict enough, but I think in the UK it's a little too strict. There's like too many loopholes for shit, you know? But, of course, Blue Urkel is as Blue Urkel does. Don't associate with nonsense. Don't associate that nonsense with ponies, girl. It's the fucking, it's the extremists, bro. It's the weirdos. It's the weirdos that we're talking about. But we do have to get into XBald because shortly after multiple times accusing Sir Brevian of being a PDF file, homeboy is at it right again. He's back at it again with his bullshit. That's why we sending this motherfucker to the gulag, bro. That's what it is, dog. But, Sir Brevian, he's the high ground type of dude. For me, talk shit about me. I mean, it's gonna get nasty. It's gonna get nasty. I don't have to be a, how do you say, like, I'm not here to be like, somebody to look up to. Obviously, Sir Brevian's a father. I'm sure he wants his son to look up to him, so he definitely takes the high ground. Me, I don't take the high ground. I don't take the high ground. I'm not here to be a spitting image of what a child should aspire to be. I'm definitely not a role model. I'm not a role model at all. I don't pretend to be. I don't act like I should be. And I think you guys know that I have fun. I have fun in the trenches, so. Bro looks like a bearded Anakin. But when this motherfucker put out this video, I got a bunch of people hit me up. Yo, the bald-headed koala.
Did you know koalas can have chlamydia?
The bald-headed koala fucking was talking shit about you. I'm like, alright, cool. I gotta see this shit. But I said Thursday can't get here fast enough. I got these pony YouTube streetwalkers in their feelings, and that's really what XVault is. XVault is just a PlayStation fucking streetwalker, bro. Do you remember when ponies love projecting? So what's stopping us from saying XVault is projecting? Being a PDF file? Maybe. I don't know. It's a lot of that. When you accuse someone of heinous shit, like when people out here have accused people of heinous things, a lot of the time, not all the time, but definitely a high percentage of the time, usually turns out the people making the accusations tend to be doing what those accusations are. So as crazy as that is, I'm not accusing XVault of anything. But you out here calling homeboy a PDF file, and what we see from history, the accusers end up provably having done things that they accuse others of. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens a substantial percentage of the time that we have to take that possibility. You know, that has to be a potential possibility. Not accusing, but we're just following some tendencies in our society. It was good, Scooby. You're here for the salt, baby. But yes. So XVault was talking shit about me. So let's hear what he had to say.
Oh, so it's not like, here's my thing. If you're going to go over to PC and you're going to act all high and mighty, before you act all high and mighty and you're above it all, godlike tier stuff, at least put some years.
Oh shit, no.
Let's get to our.
Oh no, I didn't start from the beginning. First off, what the fuck is this angle? What? Bro, like, you're... Yeah, first thing, he has to learn how to properly point the camera so that he is kind of like the center of attention. But I think this goes to show that XVault definitely has self-esteem issues. I mean, he should, given how he acts online as a dude that's probably like double my age. But yeah, when you can't even fucking point the camera properly at yourself, that's never a good start.
Let's get to our final example here. And this person we haven't featured that much. I don't even like to give them that much recognition. I don't even like to talk about them because one of the ultimate shills and frauds out there.
Oh, no.
These are one of the folks that are just super delusional as well, right? But here we have somebody with a superiority complex. They have all sorts of issues wrong with them. They need that validation.
A superiority complex with what? Oh man, it's almost like they just don't know me. It's almost like they really just don't know me. They don't care to know me. I'll be the first to, hey dog, I'm just a regular average person. Go read my YouTube bio. I'm just your average gamer. Talking about gaming. Talking about nonsense and gaming. That's it. Cass thinks she's superior with what? In what way? I ain't shit, bro. I'll be the first to say that I ain't shit. I don't care. At the end of the day, guess what? We're all gonna die one day. We're all human, right? And my immediate family is gonna remember me. Maybe you guys outlive me. Maybe you'll think, oh, I like that YouTuber back in the day. Guess what? I'm gonna die and it's all gonna be over and life goes on. That's just what it is. Superior Master Race Cage? Oh my god, that sounds terrible. I mean, from the perspective of being a mutant, I am kind of a mutant, and we're dealing with the fucking Homo sapien here, and I am indeed Homo superior. That's a fact.
If I was a psychiatrist, a therapist of some sort, I would definitely have a lot to unpack with this individual.
Do you guys notice? You guys notice that he's afraid to even address me as a woman? Dude, from the stuttering to him being afraid to use male female. Like, he's just going with the whole they them shit. This dude is a fucking pussy. The fact that he's so scared to even use proper pronouns that he has to dress me as they them. It goes to show that you are an absolute coward, XVault. Absolute coward. So much so that you completely cave to the social rules of society. You're so afraid of being canceled that you can't even address me as a she. You're such a bitch. Let's use, guys, for the remainder of this, let's use female pronouns for XVault. Because she is, in fact, a bitch. 100% in fact a bitch. So, she will continue to be a fucking coward with their nonsense stuttering away. Let's hear that stutter again.
With a superiority complex, they have all sorts of issues wrong with them. They need that validation. If I was a psychiatrist, a therapist of some sort,
he's scared.
I would definitely have a lot to unpack with this individual.
Let's just say that the real reason why you don't like to talk about me, XVault, because you know I'll be coming for your neck. You don't like to do it, but you think, oh man, this would be great for the video. Yeah, I mean, I'm scared to talk about her. I'm scared to talk about Cage, but let's throw this in there. I can't overlook it this time around. You're scared of me. From the stuttering to being afraid to use proper pronouns. Yo, she is a scared little bitch. It's fairly clear. Bro, this is the type of shit, XVault, that got your nose crooked in the first place.
Joel, we're talking about cult classic Cage, Cassie Cage here. They state
yes,
good
ma'am.
In regards to Genki here. As you can see, Digital Foundry says that this gen, it will not be possible to build a PC with equivalent or better performance than consoles for the same price. Duh. We've said this multiple times. A lot of PC Pro folks out there that are also anti-PlayStation are very upset at this news, don't agree with it, don't like it, yada yada.
Don't be upset. Nope. Don't be upset. Stop. Yo, I be telling people, stop creating these PC builds for people that are too stupid to understand anything about PC gaming. Stop making these builds that are the equivalent of a console. Do them for your friends if they want to get into, PC gaming, but stop making these builds to try and say, hey, well, you can make this PC for about the same price. Like, they don't want to hear that. They don't care. And we don't want them to know either way. We don't want to give them the fucking blueprint. No, stay on your garbage ass console that you're going to have to update every 3 years, 4 years, whatever it is now. And you're going to end up spending way more money on garbage that you can't continue to just make better. You have to buy something new. You can't just add on to it. So that's what I've been saying for a minute. Stop giving these people the keys. They don't deserve it. People like XVault are too stupid, too lazy, too ignorant for PC game.
So again, Cassie explaining, good, we don't want console gremlins getting entry-level PC rigs. Gatekeep them out so they don't F up PC gaming culture.
Yep.
With the shrugging emoji. I mean, how self-hypocritical do you have to be? First of all, we're breaking this down. You're talking about gatekeeping. You literally say
gatekeeping is good. We didn't gatekeep years ago. Oh, he's super salty. Selling it. When it came to gaming, we didn't gatekeep. We invited everyone in, and we invited in a bunch of activists. We invited in a bunch of weirdos. We invited in a bunch of titty streamers that called themselves gamers, and they have completely destroyed the gaming space. The last bastion really is PC gaming culture. Where we actually care about consumer rights.
PC gaming is closed.
Exactly, Golden Apples. There's only a select few that can enter, into PC gaming. There's only certain ways to go about this, right? And I've said this before. we gatekeep PC gaming, but for the people that are serious, obviously, we let them pass. But you can't just simply go about PC gaming the same way console gremlins go about console gaming. It's different. You have to be willing to change. That's the point. But he is so salty. He's so upset. And it's crazy, guys. People like this on Twitter constantly talk shit all day about PC game, about how it sucks, about how everything is just trash, about how it's too expensive, about how it ain't all it's cracked up to be, about how you need to know all this garbage, blah blah blah. It's too much work. It's too expensive. It doesn't have all the games that I want. They can go on and on for days about why PC gaming sucks. But when you tell them, we don't want you anyway, we don't want you here anyway, stay on your garbage console, they're upset about being gatekept. It's almost like you guys know PC gaming is great, but you're too stupid to get involved. Either you're too stupid, you're too lazy, you simply just do not have the ability to save money. It's not even necessarily you're broke. I do just say, oh, you're just broke as like a summary, but it's usually you guys are incapable of saving money. And a lot of people have this problem because you're going to have to save money to get into PC gaming, right? Or you just, or you're just a casual. That's really the main reasons why these people are too, they're intimidated by PC. They don't want to admit to it. They'll act like it's the PC that's the issue when it's not. But that's really what it is at the end of the day. But when you tell them, we don't want you here, then they're upset, even though, like I said, they have all the excuses in the world on why PC sucks. But they want to be here secretly. They just don't want to admit to it.
Gatekeep, and down in the comments and stuff, they admit to it. They don't care. It is gatekeeping. They were primarily a console user not even that long ago. So it's not like, here's my thing. If you're going to go over to PC and you're going to act all high and mighty, before you act all high and mighty and you're above it all, godlike tier stuff, at least put some years into PC gaming.
I do. I've had a Steam account since 2016. I've been playing PC games since 2016. I mean, if you want to go really far back, I had a fucking Packard Bell in the late 90s with Windows 98. Is that far back enough, you old bastard? I don't even know if that's even far back enough for him because he's so fucking old. Back in my day, I showed up to a premiere of Psycho. and I realized that I'm just like Norman Bates. Oh my god. That's how old this motherfucker is. You can't even go back that far because he'll be like, that's still not old enough. I started PC gaming seriously. I wouldn't even say seriously, but dabbling because I didn't understand, right? It had been a really long time since I messed around with PC gaming. I ended up, like, the last things I can remember is playing like Mafia 2, Mafia 1, Spider-Man 2 on my Dell laptop back in the day. Stuff like that. So it's been a while. No, actually, I'm technically wrong. The last PC games...
I switched to PC in 2022, never looked back.
Yeah. No, that's what's up, Hero Culture. I mean, people have to be enlightened. And when you choose to just hate because of your own ignorance, we don't want you here. It's your fault. You don't want to admit to that. And that's really the big problem. The last PC games I remember playing was The Sims 3, but it was on my Mac. It was on my MacBook. Way back when I was like 16. I remember coming home with The Sims 3, so excited. I was a big fan of The Sims back in the day. And yeah, I was addicted to that game. I know, right? It's so disgusting, machine. But I didn't know any better. I had a Mac for school. And The Sims 3 was coming out, and I got that shit on the Mac. And a game where you could game, But then I went on to, obviously I got a gaming laptop in 2016. I was reacclimating myself to obviously Windows 10 and learning the ropes and learning problem solving on PC, and then by like, what is it, like 2021-ish, I realized console gaming just isn't what it used to be. It's just getting worse. And I was like, well, I seriously want to build my own PC and get the parts that I want, and I want to be a primarily PC gamer. After many years of dabbling, learning skills, and I'm like, well, I want to be a serious PC gamer. And I went on to build my own PC. That is the true testament of if you are serious about PC gaming for me. Because I wanted to build what I wanted. It's not like PC gaming, you can't pretend to be a fucking console gamer, all right? You can't just be like, well, I'm going to go buy my pre-build and treat it like console gaming. No, you're still a console gremlin. You still have the same exact mindset of a console gremlin. So I built my own PC, and I took PC gaming way more seriously. And that's really all it is, man. I take it seriously. I want to preserve PC gaming culture. All right, the pro-consumer culture. The really just the community problem solving, the community like preservation of games, all that stuff I think is important. Very important. There's no console gaming is just, well, just stay deaf, dumb, and blind. Just blindly support fucking the Glock 9000, the fucking PlayStation. Like that's what I see that as. Like for me, there's nothing, I don't know. It's just these people are lame. Let's see what else he's got.
Because from what I understand,
lame so far.
This person was majorly console gaming.
Mostly
on PlayStation, mind you.
Absolutely.
Mostly on PlayStation.
That's why I can point out why PlayStation's shit now. I'm more informed overall because I understand PC gaming and PlayStation. That's what scares them the most, that I know more than them. By fact.
This is where you know the grift is real. They were mostly a PlayStation user and got an Xbox later. But they're mostly, you guessed it, a PlayStation hater. Anti-PlayStation brigade right here. Not too much saying about Xbox, because if you are claiming to be on Team PC, you are automatically Team Xbox. Because why? I don't know. Probably because Game Pass is also on PC. Because
PlayStation games are also on PC, dirtbag. What? Do we need to remind? Do we need to remind him? Are you dumb, bro? Look at what's coming to PC in just what, a couple of weeks now? Do we need to remind you that PlayStation is also on PC? That PC is the everything box, whether you like it or not? How ignorant can you be? You're denying reality. Yo, what's the good, Alex? Yeah, I'm a PlayStation hater now. For me, as a gamer, I chose to own as much as I can. Every generation was a new opportunity for any of these companies to win me over. All right? I would go whatever company fondled my cheeks the best, right? That's what it is. That's what it is. Whatever was the best, that would end up being like essentially my primary gaming box. Last generation, it was indeed PlayStation. The PS4 fondled me just right. PlayStation this generation is just garbage in comparison. That's really all it is to it. It's the same, and this is how. First off, he doesn't actually know me, and just assumes things because he's stupid. Say what again? That's what it is, man. That's how I've always been. I would always buy every fucking thing and give it a try. And then, whatever became my main driver was my main driver. 7th generation was 360. And then guess what? Xbox announced the Xbox One. Xbox One was shit. The entire generation was
Old
shit.
heads were playing Lenny's Space Adventure on Shockwave Games running on AOL.
Oh shit, bro. Holy fuck, bro. Charts hard with a history lesson. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you so much for the 5. But every generation, you had an opportunity to win me over, and I would go out of my way to own all the boxes. Because I wasn't a corporate shill even back then. I would have my preference, but I would always try to hear everything out. Last generation, guess what? I owned a Switch. Multiple Switches I bought, mind you. I owned the original Xbox One when they, obviously, after they dropped the whole, like, online bullshit that they were pushing, after they stopped making the controller proprietary, when they got rid of the Kinect. That was when I was like, okay, they amended some of these dumbass decisions with Xbox One. Let me try it. So I bought the Xbox One. I actually got a pretty good deal with it too. I got the rare replay collection with it bundled, and I actually got Rise of the Tomb Raider for free. It had like a really good deal. So I ended up, getting a really good deal for an Xbox One, and I didn't really like it even though it's still shit. I tried Game Pass for a little bit, and it was ass back then. It was really trash back then. Xbox was a complete total failure last generation. It's really just sorry, too bad. That just is what it is. And I was primarily a PlayStation 4 gamer. I really liked PS4. Was it perfect? No. Them having mandatory paid online sucked. It was definitely a huge negative. But I did like that they had at least a level of consistency with game releases. And for the most part, I liked more than half of their, first party game releases. And really, PlayStation just did a really great job last generation of getting you hyped for a new game. The way that they would showcase their new games was always genuinely exciting. It's the one thing this generation PlayStation has completely left behind. They have no idea how to put on a good show that makes their players excited. When last generation, they were great at it. I remember seeing Ghost of Tsushima gameplay for the first time. Fucking Days Gone gameplay for the first time. Where Deacon is just running away from all those fucking zombies. Like, how could you not be fucking excited? When they showed off fucking Uncharted 4 gameplay for the first time. All that shit was exciting. Whether you like those types of games or not, they were winning over me as a gamer first and foremost. They knew how to put on a good show. And overall, most of their games at least looked like great presented games. Now, some of them I didn't like, but I was compelled to try a lot of them. Like, for example, Horizon Zero Dawn. I was excited for the game. It looked amazing. I bought the collector's edition with the statue. Ended up not liking the game. Thought it was boring as fuck. But it was still exciting. It was something I looked forward to. I got you, Silent Night. So they just understood how to get you excited as a gamer back then. This generation, they have no fucking clue. They have no interest. It's all about pleasing the suits and ties. Fuck the gamers. They figure they already have you won over, and that they don't have to go out of their way to impress you. And because of that, I have left them behind, because either you impress me and you respect me, or I will go elsewhere. I've always been that type of gamer. I did it when Xbox announced the Xbox One. All right, I shat on Xbox One for years. Okay, some of these same assholes that want to lie and say that I'm a fucking that I'm a grifter, and that I fucking that, oh, she's changed. Yes, I changed to go to different places that respected me more. But the same way that I treat PlayStation 5 generation is the same fucking way that I treated the Xbox One generation. Go ask Puerto Rock. Go ask Miss Lady Candy. Go ask what's the other Puerto Rican dude that talks shit on Twitter? I don't know, forget his fucking name, but he hates me now too, because I fucking talk shit about PlayStation fanboys. Yeah, the same way I talk shit about Xbox One fanboys back in the day. But they won't tell you about that. They won't be honest about that. Oh, she's a grifter because she's not on my team anymore. Meanwhile, I have the same exact way of going about how I trash platforms that don't give me what I want, that disrespect me, that aren't doing right by the gamer, right? It won't tell you that. And another thing that they won't acknowledge is the fact that, yes, I did the same type of trashing of Xbox One that I do PS5 now, but back then I didn't do YouTube. I was just on Twitter talking my shit. They're so inherently fucking dishonest. But they're just stuck having to support a platform because they have built their platforms off of being PlayStation dick eaters, off of being Xbox dick eaters. PlayStation dudes went all in on creating their YouTube channels, whatever the fuck they have, right? Or their little Twitter accounts, because some of them value that more than their own fucking lives, more than their own families. But they built their little Twitter accounts, their little YouTube channels, being a fucking shill for their platform of choice, to the point where it doesn't matter how bad PlayStation gets. If they abandon that, they have no identity. I think that's what kills them the most. They have zero identity if they don't connect with their platform. If anything, they're hating on me. Cass can do whatever the fuck she wants to do. Doesn't matter. She's still gonna be successful. If they stop talking good about PlayStation and start praising another platform, it's over for them. Their YouTube career is fucking over. That's it. That's what it is. Bro, if XVault starts doing anything except talking about Xbox fanboys or PC gamers, right? If he does everything but anything but talk shit about them, all his viewers will disappear. They'll never come back, and he knows it. That's the sad reality of it. Not only is he a shill himself, but he is a grifter. His channel is trash. He has nothing of value to add to the space. He has no insight. He's just a bald koala that has to talk shit about everything else. Because guess what? If he goes live to play a video game, nobody shows up.
Because their games are day and date. They don't like the fact that not all PlayStation games are day and date. Like I said in many, many videos ago, I did allude to this. I said, you know what, it will be interesting if there is a time, and there might be a time, guys, like I've said
There
as
might
well,
be.
that PlayStation games are day and date on PC. Does that narrative change? Do they all of a sudden flip and start disliking anything Xbox? Disliking their games if the quality's not there, or if the games are just better on PlayStation and they perceive that?
Has he not kept up with my thoughts on Avowed? Because I have very mixed thoughts. Leaning more towards the negative. He just falsely frames me. That's crazy. Yo, shout out to my man Brandon, the anime guy. He's been a member for 60 months. He said, Cassie, Soiny ponies, and ex-boners just can't help themselves. May they all be effed and cucked. Is that what you said? Appreciate you pulling up, Brandon. But look, I don't play like, oh, this is my brand of choice, so I'm gonna glaze these games. No, if the game is bad, the game is bad. The game is good, the game is good. I don't have look, I don't have FOMO for PlayStation games anymore. I don't. I have no problem waiting for them to come to PC. They don't even have to be day and date. It doesn't matter. If it becomes day and date, it's the only reason why it's funny is because it makes you upset. That's the only reason why it's entertaining and why I entertain the idea. But I don't have FOMO for PlayStation games anymore. They keep redoing the same slop and putting it out anyway. or it's even worse. It's either they put out the same slop they have been putting out for a decade now, or the alternative is, well, they just make some live service bullshit. So there's no fear of missing out. There's plenty of other games to play. I mean, I said this before, Dead Island 2 is one of my favorite games to come out in years. It's definitely in my top 10 this generation so far. I've waited a whole year for it to come to Steam. It was an Epic Game Store exclusive. Waited a whole year. And guess what? I was playing so much other fucking shit that when it's finally coming to Steam. Oh shit. Okay, it's finally time. I forgot about this, but it's time to play it. I don't give a fuck anymore. There's so many games that I have to play on PC. I don't have to. Here's the thing. There's so many games on PC that I don't have to go with just the next best thing coming out. I play a lot of older games. I play a lot of random shit. I play a lot of little indie games. There's so many games that I have at my disposal, and I just have random drive to play them whenever the fuck I feel like doing it. There's so many games to play. You guys, since you're so limited with what you can play, mostly what you have to look forward to is the next release.
I don't know why he mad at PC gamers. It's not their fault that Sony isn't releasing content this year.
I mean, we know why he's mad at PC gamers, because PC gamers are truly reaping the benefits of PlayStation. And he hates that. He wants PlayStation to show him the kind of glazing that he shows PlayStation by not giving other gamers that are on different platforms the content that he bought his PlayStation for. Look, I bought 2 PS5s for first party exclusives, and guess what? That shit ain't coming out like that. That shit ain't coming out like that. We thought that they cracked the code with PS4, right? Oh well, they were gonna have consistent releases of first party content. Yeah, that don't happen PS5 generation. First party pulls up once in a blue. And that's why it's like, well, I bought this specifically for that. And guess what? The first party content, it ain't all that good. Spider-Man 2 is not as good as Spider-Man 1. There's no new IPs that are interesting to me. And when there is a new IP, it's a $70 it's a glorified fucking $30 video game they're selling at $70, being fucking Returnal. There's what, like fucking 1080p on the PS5? Yeah, I wasn't paying $70 for that. I would have bought it day one at $30 or $40. I think that was a reasonable ask. But PlayStation ain't as good as it used to be. I made a concession for Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart because I really liked the remake, the first game remake. But that first game remake, guess what? Was properly priced at the $40 price tag. All right, the PS4 remake of Ratchet & Clank was a $40 game. And then they made the sequel that was then a $70 game. I don't think that was a fair ask, but I knew that there was a high chance that I would love the game, which I ended up doing. So therefore, like, the money spent, even though I think that it wasn't a $70 game, realistically, I at least got my money's worth of enjoyment out of the game. But yeah, PlayStation is a greedy ass fucking company. PS5 generation, and PS5 isn't all it's cracked up to be, and that's why I fucked off to better things. Since I had the financial ability, you know, in my early 20s, to buy whatever I want, I have no problem going to whatever company will treat me the way I deserve to be treated, or at least better than the rest. And PS5 generation, Sony is not that. But oh my god, she's a grifter, she's a shill, she's a liar. Because she switches things up. Yeah, because I go wherever company treats me the best. Or whatever platform treats me the best. That's it. And I agree with that, Arctic. I also really enjoyed Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, but it should have been like a $40 or $50 game. I did pay $70 for it because I knew I was going to love it. But that's rare when that ever happens.
How does that narrative change? Do they just drop everything and just love PlayStation out of nowhere because those are day and date now?
No, we don't nut hug the company. We praise the good entertainment that they make if it's good. If the entertainment is bad, then we express why it's bad. That's what we do here. We don't nut hug corporations. It's not what PC gamers do. You have those rare retards, obviously, but that's not PC gaming culture like it is, console gremlin culture. That's not how that works. This is why we do not want losers like this on PC, because they don't get it. Like, they have like this disconnect with how PC gaming culture is, because they think like a console gremlin. It's like, oh well, what company are they gonna nut hug then? It's like, no, it don't work like that on PC, dog.
So all that was just made to be this big old grift, and they knew it, I know it, we all know it. Are they going to admit that to themselves? That's the interesting part. But it's just, ultimately, again, to gatekeep. The thing that they're so upset about, because PlayStation is gatekeeping, so to speak, their first-party games off of Xbox, off of Nintendo.
That doesn't happen,
off
though.
of PC.
What is he talking about? So apparently gatekeeping is okay when mega corporations do it. Yo. Gatekeeping's cool when mega corporations do it. PlayStation no longer gatekeeps their games. They don't do it. Yeah, they'll put it on their console exclusively for a little bit of time, but eventually it comes to PC anyway. The only company that still technically gatekeeps their games is Nintendo. Even though, well, their games come out on another platform besides the Switch, before even the game officially releases. But hey, we ain't gonna talk about that. But yeah, it's okay when my team does it only, right? But that's not even true anymore. You're fucking delusional. Like, PlayStation console gremlins, they celebrate timed exclusivity. That's how bad it is over at PlayStation. All right, on PS5 for the PlayStation fanboys. They're praising and they're dangling timed exclusives. Yo, they down bad, bro. They are so down bad. It's so sad.
Most of them aren't day and date for the first party still, right? But they are okay with gatekeeping. So you see how self-hypocritical this is. And in the comments, they're like, oh, is it blah, blah, blah.
Where I've explained that, yes, gatekeep the consoles, the platform, right? I'm gatekeeping the PC platform, but I've always advocated for all games to go everywhere so that despite the gatekeeping happening, you still have access to all of the games that come out. I've said this multiple times. Once again, you clearly don't fucking do no research.
Blah, 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 blah. They try to make excuses for it. Why they're right. They're not wrong. What they're stating is not wrong. Why? Because they are grifting. People are like, you don't know what grifting and shilling is.
You don't.
They're making money from this. They get traffic. They get super chats. They get ad revenue. They get all this stuff. They're...
You are coping,
Oh.
coping and seething.
You know what this kind of energy is, guys? Guys, it should be me energy. XVault here. She has it should be me energy.
Coping so hard. Coping and seething.
She gets super chats, she gets memberships, she gets free games. It should be me. But that's what it all boils down to every time, bro. This dude hate watches my streams, and he watches you guys, and we have a great time together, and you guys are kind enough to, offer gifted memberships, become channel members, drop super chats, and that kills him inside, apparently. He's upset by that. But this is what it's all about. This is what makes him upset.
But they are okay with gatekeeping. So you see how self-hypocritical this is. And in the comments, they're like, oh, is it blah, 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 blah. They try to make excuses for it. Why they're right. They're not wrong. What they're stating is not wrong. Why? Because they are grifting. People are like, you don't know what grifting and shilling is. They're making money from this. They get traffic. They get super chats. They get ad revenue. They get all this stuff. They're grifting.
it should be me. I should get the super chats. I should get the memberships. I should get the traffic. People should show up for my live streams. So sad, right? So sad. Maybe you should have like a personality, XVault, instead of just being the flavor of what Xbox and PC hate can I propagate this week on my channel and talk about salt that isn't even there. That's your entire YouTube presence. It's just salty batch, Xbox, PC, salty batch, and there's no salt. It's just him that's salty. Once again, in his salty batch files, he proves that he's literally salty as fuck that you guys are kind to me. That's really what it is. He's upset that you guys are truly kind to me. And I don't like to talk about money. I'm not that type of person. I try to not make it about that because it's not about that, right? I'm here to entertain you guys, and whatever happens, like in terms of you guys being kind enough to give is what it is, and I'm appreciative, right? But once again, XVault is more concerned with what you guys happen to give me than I even am. That's what really inspires a lot of this hatred. Yes, so sodium koala. That would require you to be intelligent and entertaining, XVault. Yeah, but she is very upset with me because how nice you guys are to me. That's what I'm getting from this more than anything else.
It's not like they're telling the truth in any way, shape, or form and then garnering revenue. They are straight up lying. They're straight up shilling. The hate is there. The drama is
Night,
real.
Vanya. Thanks so much for hanging out.
That in turn creates that sheep-like mentality. That in turn gets the traffic. That in turn gets the crowd, the audience. It's not hard to figure out. This is why I stopped interacting with them. I ignored 99.9% of the crap they do and say. If they ever say something in my comments, I'm just done anymore. I think I block them most of the time. They keep creating different accounts, whatever the case is.
Whatever the case is that him, XVault, well, she and her little cohorts basically organized a mass reporting campaign to get my YouTube account, my Twitter account yeeted, right? But she won't talk about that. Yeah, PlayStation fanboys definitely lie too much, Mr. Money. She won't openly admit to that. Oh, Cage just creates new Twitter accounts. Yeah, because you guys mass flagged my previous Twitter account. And guess what? We already gained in on followers on there. So yeah, guys, if you want to help me pass XVault in followers, go follow my Twitter account. Go follow me on Twitter at Mario Kart. Because to me, it doesn't matter how many times you try to get rid of me on Twitter. Yeah, I'll just make a new account. You won't admit that you were part of the mass, reporting campaign that got my last Twitter account, yeeted. But guess what? I'll just make a new one, and eventually I'll pass you in followers, and life goes on. It's just Twitter. It's garbage. All we do is talk shit on there. That's really all it boils down to. But to him, it's more serious to him. It's his life. It is everything. For me, I don't really care about Twitter like that. You can get rid of my Twitter account, but people will find me again. Like, what the fuck? And they follow me because, one, they like my personality, and they like when I troll you guys. That's it. But it is really the disingenuous behavior, the fact that he can't openly admit to what he and his friends do behind their little group chat, just goes to show how disingenuous he is.
All this weird stuff. I tried to even make amends and reach out a couple times of being nice about stuff, and they turn around and be fake again. So I was like, you know what? I'm just done. I move on.
If anything, it just goes to show that he himself is being fake because he doesn't like me. And him trying to make amends was him one time. The only thing I could think of is him one time admitting that he was wrong about something. I forget the exact context of the situation, but he was arguing with me on Twitter about some fucking thing. And then later on, it was proven that I was right, he was wrong. And then he came back and said, yeah, I actually got that wrong. And I was like, yeah, I appreciate you addressing that. It was like a, a moment of being cordial. Yo, Scrap Gamer, what's good, fam? And so, I appreciated him addressing that. But I think he's gotten more bold as to double down on his lies now. So I don't think that what he did back then versus him as a person now, I don't think that he would do that. He would just try and sweep it under the rug, block, and move on sort of deal. So his idea of making amends really is him more than anything else just being fake. Because you don't like me. I'm not being fake. I'm very open about thinking you're a dickhead. So I'm not going to be fake nice to you. You're admitting that you're trying to be fake. You were trying to be fake nice to me. What are we doing? Like, I don't act fake. If I don't like you, you're gonna know I don't like you by how I address you. Because I address you like the way I view you. I address you in a disrespectful manner. I don't think you ain't shit, XVault. So I address you like you ain't shit because you ain't shit. It's really that simple. Don't think any extra of it. Don't do these mental gymnastics. No, I'm not being fake. I treat you like shit because you're shit. It's really that simple.
That's my memento, so to speak. That is my, mantra, essentially, of what I'm trying to do going forward with folks like these is like, I will see your stuff come my way. I will talk about it here on this channel, Salty Batch.
Because you got a grift. Exactly. Yeah, man. No sugarcoating, man. I don't bullshit people out here. That's why motherfuckers can't stand me, because I'm upfront as fuck. I don't care. It's Twitter, bro. Like, Twitter is garbage. Now, calling someone a PDF file, that's different, But yeah, I'll call you a bitch. I don't care. You act like one. But she doesn't understand that. She just constantly tries to do a lot of mental gymnastics to try and make herself look, like the good guy and everyone else is the bad guy. No, like, I'm honest as fuck in saying I am not the good person. I'm not the main protagonist hero. I'm not the hero. I am the villain. I am the honest villain. That's what these people hate about me. My previous Twitter account, I had my logo on Magneto's head. All right? On Magneto's body, basically I had my logo as the face, because I see myself as the honest villain. I'm not pretending to be the good guy here. I'm not the good guy. All right? Your friends will be fake to you, and they'll tell you the little lies that you want to hear to encourage you, right? Even though they're fucking lies. But I'm that villain. Yeah, I'm the bad person, but I'll tell the truth. No, anti-hero is not a hero. A hero is not someone that does something for themselves. I'm not even an anti-hero because I don't do things for myself. I'll be objective about a situation even if it doesn't benefit me. I'm an honest villain. I'm the bad guy. You try Yasuo Simulator yet? No. No, but someone gifted to me, and thank you for that. I do appreciate it. Anti-heroes more accurate, in my opinion. I mean, no, I want to be the villain. Fuck being an anti-hero. I want to be the villain. We're the villain. We're honest villains. That's what they can't stand. I mean, it's not like they're good either. They're not the hero. Like, everyone is just the heel. There is no face in arguing about consoles and PC. Everyone is a heel. Oh man, Linda, are you good, brother? Holy shit. Keep telling yourself that. I am the heel. I'm the honest heel. The Goonilin? What? Angel. Jesus.
I'm done integrating myself into that. I am done trying to communicate, reason, debate, anything like that, because they don't want to hear that. They don't want to unpack that. They don't care.
All this means is that he's choosing to be in an echo chamber of ignorance. That's all that means. It means that he's argued with people that he will never see eye to eye with for too long, and he can't take it anymore. So therefore, he is now just simply going to enter his little echo chamber with his little Riri Star Wars crew losers that are a bunch of fucking 30 and 40 and 50-year-old virgins. And they're just going to circle jerk to PlayStation. That's what they do. And they're going to continue to try and get people mass flagged and reported to fight back. So, like, they're not even willing to confront you, you know, in a person-to-person discourse on Twitter. It's no, let's just mass report them because they're a bunch of pussies.
Their goal is to continue to shill and fraud and grift. That's just what they want to do. So it's a waste of my time. And I had to learn that recently, especially with these frauds and these grifters. I had to learn that
I
and
might
be
have
like,
to
you
check
know
that
what,
out,
this is
Scooby.
taking up way too much of my time. What am I debating for? This is not going to change their mind.
Yeah, because you're terminally online. Not only, bro, it's crazy that he admits to all this shit. He admits that he's been terminally online when it comes to Twitter. And he has been. This dude is obsessed with Twitter. When he's on his little YouTube channel, he's so fucking fake. Oh my God, he's so fake. This is him trying to be on his best behavior because his Twitter antics, he is such a genuinely, like, disgusting person. He puts on his little fake good guy persona. He puts on his best attempt at being a Mr. Rogers, right? He tries to clean up. He purposely, you know, says things in very PG, you know, but he acts like a absolute piece of shit on Twitter. Oh yeah, his obsession with Colt Eastwood is crazy, bro.
And just like this is kind of a word of advice to y'all out there. If you want to debate with folks like this, you're not going to change their mind. You know, they're there for a reason. They know what they're...
Yes, because you're wrong. She's wrong all the time. And when she gets corrected on Twitter, she just fucking cries about it. She goes on little rants and calls people PDF files, right? XVault is willing to call people PDF files when they're proven wrong, when they get fucking dunked on. That's the type of person XVault is. She has no respect at all, right? And me, I'm very, you know, I throw hands on Twitter, but there's lines that I don't really cross. Right? I'm not going to call someone a PDF file. You know? Unless we see some blatant shit that's like, are you good, bro? This you? Unless we have one of those moments, is this you?
they're doing. They're not stupid. They're not going to change anything. So just a word of advice. The less you interact with these guys, the better. And perhaps
Trying to
that
create an
narrative
echo
dies
chamber.
along with that kind of content and that kind of posting and stuff. You know? Just a word of advice there. But
He doesn't want, bro, if you're saying that if we stop, you have no content. Even though your content's not good. That's funny. What an L. What an L.
with that being said, we will wrap up the video here. Really
What a
appreciate
lame.
it, folks.
What a lame, bro. Oh my God, what an L. Yeah, I've heard about that, MCH. There's been a lot of drama around that bullshit. But yeah. XVault, she was trying to talk shit about me, and that didn't go over too well. Once again, it's from a perspective of XVault, who is a know-nothing, all right, a misframer, a liar, absolutely dishonest human being that really doesn't even make salt content.
As a junior in college for he is wasting time.
Oh yeah, Arctic. Thank you so much for the too. Yeah, this dude is very, 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 he doesn't belong here. All right. He's just an old bag that, I guess he wanted to do YouTube for a long time, didn't grow the stones to do it. And now he's trying to do it. It's like, bro, you're like, miss, you're like 50 years old. Relax. You look like an idiot. Nobody can possibly take you seriously on these streets, man.